Con chào cô Thanh. Và con xin chào tất cả các bạn hy vọng.
Hello, hi. How are you?
Cô Trúc Thanh có đăng ký đặt câu hỏi sáng nay, chiều nay không ạ?
Dạ, nếu chưa có ai thì cho Thanh xin đặt câu hỏi ạ.
Dạ. Cô đợi con một phút để con thử xem Achan đã có ở đây chưa. Xong mình sẽ bắt đầu. Achan is here, I think. Achan, are you there?
Yes, xin chào everyone.
Xin chào Ajahn.
Chào Achan.
สวัสดีครับท่านอาจารย์สวัสดีครับ
Okay, we can start. I think our sister Thanh is ready. Dạ, con mời cô Thanh ạ.
Dạ. Thanh xin phép được hỏi là tại sao, chào Achan, chào ông John và Sarah, tại sao trong 24 duyên hệ thì cái nhân duyên được nhắc đến đầu tiên là cái nhân duyên trong bộ duyên hệ, thì có phải chăng là mọi thứ với cái sự mà đa dạng thì gồm cả danh và sắc, hay là con người á, thì tất cả nó đã phụ thuộc vào cái nhân duyên đó à?
Okay, the sister has a question on why root condition is mentioned the first among the 24 Pachaya. Does that mean that because of the roots that there is the diversity of Nama and Rupa and all beings?
Well, I think that the roots are very important, and that's why it's mentioned first. If it wasn't for the unwholesome roots, there would be no life in samsara, no akusala would arise. And if it were not for the wholesome roots, no kusala chitas could arise, including panya. But let's see what Ajahn I would like to add.
Is there anything now? See, we just talk about root, but in truth, what is it? Is it there now? And what is it? Not forgetting about all dhammas, anatta. So root is what? And why it's root? See, is it real? And what root is real now? What kind of root is real now? Right now, is there? What kind of root is there?
Chưa ai dịch cho chị lên.
Who knows? Ignorance is there, isn't it? Is it very important? Just each moment arise by roots, and the one which is so great, ignorance, no understanding of what is what at all. So it's real, it's a reality, and it's there almost every moment in life. It's opposite of another root. There are so many kinds of roots, not just one. Ignorance is there. Now it does not understand anything right now. There is seeing right now, and one root, the real root of samsara, that which does not understand anything about what is there right now at all. That's why conditions condition on and on and on and on for what which now arise and falls away unknowingly at all. Who can know? This moment is not permanent at all. It's so short, so instant. It arises and passes away instantly. Is it true? This is another root, opposite of the ignorance, which is a root. The big root, see, of akusala, unwholesome moments, no understanding of what is there. So there is condition to attach to it because no understanding that it's not there right now at all. At all is gone. But the root of ignorance is there, bigger and bigger, deeper and deeper each moment. That's why learn to understand who's the Buddha and what is the meaning of the enlightenment to what is there right now, which is so subtle. That's why it's the root of what? One root is known now, isn't it? It's real, it's the unknown. It's the reality which experiences the object with ignorance. No understanding of what is there in life from moment to moment at all. It's real because now there is seeing and there's no understanding of seeing right now. But another route, how come? To understand the truth of what is there. That's why learn to have confident understanding of the truth taught by the enlightened one. After his enlightenment, who can stop what is there right now, not to go, not to arise and fall away at all? Impossible. It's there, it seems permanent, but in truth, it is there just instantly and gone. Opposite of no understanding of what is there at all. Keep on thinking that it's permanent and no one there but I and something there from life to life. Is it real? When it's real, it's the root for all kinds of unwholesome realities, conditioned by ignorance, no understanding of what is there is just instantly rising and falling away, never to arise again. Just learn to be true to the truth. It's there. No one can stop its arising. No one can change it. No one can make it rise at all. What is there is right there now, already by conditions. No one there at all. Learn to understand what are there from moment of birth to death. Very, very instant moment, arising and falling away. And ignorance is moment of no understanding of what is there as it is. So is there I? Is there something? Or it's just a reality? It has its own characteristic, never change at all. When it's true, it is right understanding, not ignorance anymore. At that very moment of understanding what is there now, as it is, seeing is real. When there's no misunderstanding that it's I anymore, little by little, to be firm, confident of the truth. No one and no thing at all. It seems to be light, but it's dark, isn't it? Is ignorant someone, or is moment of a reality conditioned to arise, to experience the object with ignorance? No understanding of the truth of what is there appearing at all. So it's opposite of understanding. All are there by conditions. Someone have questioned about how come and how it is such and such at this and that moment by conditions. It's there already. The point of understanding is that it's there already. firm confidence about no one can make it arise at all because it has arisen already, but no understanding of the truth of what is there. That's why learn to understand the word of Buddha, the enlightened one, and consider carefully that is seeing, it's I see, or no one see, or it's conditioned to see and falls away instantly. Be true to the truth, little by little. And that's it's a route too, the route to understand the truth, little by little. Without the root of understanding, can there be so great understanding, experiencing the moment of what is there, rise and following. Now, any moment. So learning about Dhamma is learning to understand what life is in a moment right now. No one and no thing, all are Dhammas. Learn to be true to the truth. That is opposite of ignorance. It is right understanding of what is there already. Why try to find out how come it is by oneself? Because it's gone. Just be there and gone. Until there is a little understanding from the one who has enlightened the soul, very subtle truth of what is there, not as it appears at all. Is there doubt that what is root? No understanding of what is there, condition, any moment of attachment and wrong understanding, and on and on and on. Take it for real, so real, to be someone or something. But its reality is that it's just there instantly and gone. How can it be anything? Can there be anything without the roots, conditioned it? To be different by way of kusala or akusala, or the result of kusala and akusala, and on and on. Otherwise, what is the root? It's not the root of a tree, the root of right understanding, and the root of ignorance and attachment and all kinds of akusala. Is it there now? Otherwise, it's just the story of one has heard about it. It's so real, but no understanding of the nature of it, that it's just a reality, no matter what. What is real is a reality. It has its own nature or its own characteristic to be known. Softness is real. Is it ignorance, or is there ignorance of it? It's just life, daily life. Learn to understand what is there in a moment of life, from morning to now, and on and on. Can it make anything now? Can anyone end life or moments of life? Impossible. That is ignorance. No understanding of what is there. How can anyone end it up? Impossible. All depends on roots. Is that right? So learning about root is now. Understanding what is there as root or not root. The truth can be studied. To be true to its nature is truth. Is it long story about it? Endlessly.
Dạ. Rồi Achan có nói là cái nhân duyên lớn nhất là chính là nhân duyên mà của các khiến các pháp sanh khởi. Thì con muốn biết là cái đối tượng mà làm duyên cho tâm, cái tâm và tâm sở sinh khởi là gì? Dạ, chị Tâm giúp cho.
Nhân duyên ở đây thì lại không phải là đối tượng ạ.
Dạ, cái duyên gì để cho tâm và tâm sở nó sanh khởi ấy chị?
Yeah. Yes, Ajahn, you just said that the biggest condition for life lies in the root. So what conditions life? What conditions things to arise?
Without one moment of experiencing an object, can there be life?
And without ignorance as a condition, the first root, there cannot be even that first moment of life, that first moment of experiencing, even in the highest Rupa Brahma realm or any realm. The root of ignorance conditions the continuation of life, ignorance and attachment.
Root is not far away at all, isn't it? It's just right now. Our reality, ignorance, is root of other moments follow, one by one.
Every Dhamma, every conditioned Dhamma that arises in this life or any life is conditioned by ignorance. Even great kusala is conditioned by ignorance. If there's no life, there cannot be even the development of understanding. So ignorance conditions each moment, each reality in life.
Why does one want to understand the root? What about the truth, the nature of what is there now appearing? Is there enough understanding of it? The absolute truth of what is there right now. Can it be known little by little? Or shall we look for root without understanding what is there right now, instantly? The root is there now, right? Unknowingly, that is the root for thought or any question, conditioned by no understanding of what is there at all. So lots of questions. But the answer has to be understanding the nature of what is there as it is. And that's the root of understanding what is there and what is the root for any moment. Different roots. So is there root now? How many roots now? Without hearing, considering what Buddha said, how can there be any understanding of the very subtle moment? Just arise and falls away. It doesn't matter which one can be known, but what is there appearing? Even it does not appear as it is, but it's moment of studying that which appears. Otherwise, what can be known if it's not now, this moment? No matter about root or about anything, it has to be what is there right now. Can be known, can be studied, can be discussed to understand the truth of it. It's there already. No one can make it arise. It's so real, isn't it? But no one knows. But no one knows the truth of it. That it's gone. And what is there? Unknown, as just a reality. Seeing is not that which is seen. Learn to understand the root of seeing. Can anyone understand the truth of the realities without hearing about the truth of it from the enlightened one? How long will it take to attain to the truth? If one would like to understand it by oneself, it takes quite a long, long time, years and years, more than anything, to develop attention to the truth from life to life, to realize the truth of what is there. As we have heard from the enlightened one, the Buddha. So what did he say about this moment? Not anyone, not anything there at all. Is it true? The enlightenment, after his enlightenment, what did he say? What is there by conditions. As soon as it has risen, it's gone. And what is there is not known. Because is there any understanding now about of seeing right now? Or that which is seen right now? In a moment, it's there. Just a moment. A moment of seeing that which is seen, that's all. Should there be a little more understanding of it? Or should there be question about such and such, which is not now at all? But the root is now. See? But if there's no understanding what are roots and how many roots, so can there be the answer what roots are there right now? Only when there is the understanding of what is the root, how many kinds of roots. So is there now roots? How many roots? It can be studied little by little. Otherwise, why do we read the Tipitaka? Why do we consider what is heard about the truth of what is there in life? After hearing the teachings about what is there right now, is there right now, each moment. So shall we begin again and again and again? What is there right now? And this is the way to understand the roots. What are roots? Can anything grow without roots?
Dạ không ạ.
Not Ajahn.
So, is there root now? And what grows from moment to moment? What is now growing from moment to moment? When there's no understanding of the truth of what is real now, it's impossible to answer or to think of anything when one is asked or talk about. Now we are talking about the roots, and no one can think out by oneself at all. Just follow the words of the enlightened one. What is there right now is a reality which is conditioned to arise, to experience the object, or no matter what is there, is conditioned to arise by conditions. Nothing can arise alone. So learn to understand what is there in life from birth to death, from moment to moment. What is there? Otherwise, there's no thought about it. Just think about other things. The habits of thinking about sports or music or cooking and so on. What about the habits to listen carefully to the word about this moment, to begin to understand the truth of what is there in a moment, because life is just there in a moment. So is there life now? Everyone hearing, seeing, thinking, without the birth of that which experienced the object, can there be any life? It seems like there's life and it's our life, but in truth, what are there? Unknown truth of reality. Is it true? That's why we studied what is heard. Careful, consider whether it's true or not. Because it's there. We don't have to look for anything to understand, but what is there should be object of understanding because it's so real. They're seeing, everyone sees how much understanding of the seeing as it is. We can copy the term, the word, recite it, but what about the nature of it? It's so real. It cannot be anything else. Just learn to be true to the truth. What is real in a moment appears to be real, but not as it is. Is it true? What appears as it is? If there's no understanding is the way it is, there cannot be the answer for that at all. So it doesn't depend on one's own thinking, because who can understand that very subtle truth of what is there each moment now? So does anyone know the Buddha? Yes or no?
Hỏi cho cô Trúc Thanh đấy.
Có ai biết, dạ, có ai biết Đức Phật hay không? Không phải. Dạ, có khoảnh khắc nào có cái hiểu thì mới biết về Ngài, còn không thì không biết ạ.
So at the moment of understanding, we know the Buddha, and when there's no understanding, we don't know the Buddha, Ajahn.
So what did Buddha say in order to know him, that he is a Buddha? What did he say for anyone to begin to know the virtues of the Buddha?
Ngài nói rằng các pháp là không thể, các pháp là vô thường.
He said that all Dhamma are anatta and all Dhamma are anicca, Ajahn.
Okay, so what is Dhamma? Did Buddha say anything about Dhamma?
Ngài nói pháp là những cái gì sanh lên và diệt đi, không phải là ai cả.
He said that Dhamma is what arises and falls away, and is no one.
So now, what arises and what falls away? Did he say anything about it? Right now.
Ngài nói ngay bây giờ như là có cái thấy nó sanh lên, nó trong một khoảnh khắc rồi nó diệt đi.
So right now they're seeing, and it arises in just a moment, and then it falls away immediately.
Is it known now as it is?
Chưa được biết, nhưng mà nếu nghe từ từ thì sẽ có duyên để hiểu.
Not yet direct understanding, but as we listen gradually, there will be more and more understanding.
So what is there together at moment of seeing, or is there just seeing? See, learn little by little to understand seeing in life anytime. Get closer and closer to the truth. All dhammas are anatta, no one there at all. Seeing cannot be I see or anyone see. It is seeing which arises to see. That's all. Until it's so firm about the truth or what is meant by Dhamma, what is real. From the very beginning, we don't have to look for it because it's there already. What is real is there appearing. But the truth of it is so very, very subtle. What is seen cannot be taken for anything, not at all. It's only that which can be seen and is seen right now. Take someone and something out of it, away from it. Otherwise, it's there. Something seen. It's so deep. That's why we keep on talking about it again and again, because it's there in life. If we don't talk about it again and again, it's forgotten. No more understanding, even intellectually, about it's not there anymore. It's gone. Not I saw yesterday and today I see and tomorrow I will see. That is not seeing, it's thinking. Another reality. So what is there in life are realities. All our realities conditioned to be different from moment to moment, never arise again. Learn to understand life, which is not permanent at all. Each moment is not permanent. So just live in the impermanent world each moment. Learn to be true to the truth, to understand a little more of the truth of what is there as no one. Dhamma, understanding what Dhamma is. In Thai, in English, or in Vietnamese, what is real is Dhamma. So we can say seeing is real instead of seeing is a Dhamma. Hearing is real instead of saying seeing is a Dhamma. See, hearing is a Dhamma. Just recite it. But what about understanding the truth of it, which can be realized as it is, with more careful considering, not forgetting about what is heard, what has been heard before. It's that so true. It never changed though. So how much understanding of seeing if we don't talk about it a little more? And they're not just only seeing, there are other realities, uncountable realities. If we don't talk about it at all, how can there be a little more understanding of Dhamma, what is real, as it's just real? It's a reality only and gone, never to come back. Each moment in samsara, endlessly. Should it keep on arising and falling away endlessly? Useful or useless? Just arise and falls away unexpectedly, desirable or undesirable, by conditions from moment to moment in life. Is it better to know the truth or just let it be? No thought about it, no need to understanding it. Better to know or better not to know the truth. So is it better to know what truth is No one. And what Buddha meant, the reality which experiences the object. What are the roots? How many roots are there? Unwholesome root and wholesome root. It's so real in life. Is there any root for seeing to arise? This is the way to learn that no understanding of seeing as it is, if there's no thought about it at all. But is there any root for seeing to arise? We have to know what is the root first. There are 6 roots. 3 are unwholesome, and the other 3 are wholesome. And there are more words about roots. It can be learned little by little.
Cho con xin được hỏi thêm một chút ạ. Như là còn vô minh thì còn nhân để cho các cái pháp nó sinh khởi, nhưng mà như là một bậc thánh thì đã tận diệt vô minh thì nó không còn, nhưng mà khi tận diệt vô minh thì nó vẫn sinh khởi cho đến tâm tử, các pháp vẫn sinh lên và diệt đi cho đến tâm tử. Như vậy nhân đã tận diệt rồi, thì con xin hỏi thêm một chút chỗ này ạ.
The sister said that she has a small question. We know that ignorance conditions the arising of Dhamma. But in the case of the Arahata, he has eradicated ignorance, but many Dhamma, Nama and Rupa still arise until the final death. So what is your comment on this case? Why the root is already eradicated, but still Dhamma arise?
Can I just make a brief comment before Sarah answers? When you say that ignorance conditions the arising of Dhammas, if you're referring to the Paticca Samuppada, I think ignorance conditions rebirth. So there are other conditions for Dhammas to arise, but ignorance is the main condition for repeated existence in samsara. And so the Arahat has eradicated that ignorance. And therefore, at the end of the present lifetime, there are no conditions for rebirth following the death. Thank you.
And we read about by Pakatu Upanishya Pachya, natural, decisive support condition, how that ignorance that conditioned the birth consciousness is a condition by Pakatu Upanishya Pachya for whatever dhammas arise in life. So even the seeing, the hearing, the kusala chitta, the kiriya chittas of the Arahat are conditioned by Pakatu Upanishya Pachya with ignorance as a condition. So we can see how very deep the Pachya are and the effects are, and how very broad they are. Like any Dhamma cannot bring its result without the support of Pakatu Panisya Pachya. So when we read about Paticca Samuppada with ignorance as cause, it's a cause for life, for the arising of each moment in samsara, the building of the bricks in samsara. So even when ignorance has been completely eradicated, but still the ignorance that conditioned that life is a condition for the dhammas to continue to arise. With no birth, there would not be any more seeing or hearing or any realities arising and falling away. In another discussion, a friend was asking about different rebirths and karma and result. And Ajahn was stressing about how if there's no understanding of Dhamma now, for example, Chaitanya now, ignorance now, clinging now, whatever the topic, whatever the situation, it cannot be understood. So that's why whatever the topic, whatever the situation someone is asking about, we have to discuss what is now, because only the understanding of Dhammas now can actually answer each question. If there is the taking of this life as belonging to someone or someone as existing like an arahat, then it cannot be understood that actually there are just dhammas now, each one arising and falling away by many conditions. So the hearing of the arahat is just like the hearing now, result of karma, but also conditioned by ignorance too. This is why ignorance is the first link of Paticca Samuppada. Without ignorance, no life at all. And why attachment is given as the second noble truth. So whatever arises and falls away is dukkha. Even the seeing, the hearing, the kindness of the arahat, it's dukkha, conditioned by ignorance and attachment from long, long ago, even though the ignorance and attachment have been completely eradicated.
So without ignorance, no further rebirth, but still life until the end of the current lifespan. So for the person who becomes enlightened, say at a young age, there may be many, many years of life before death, but at the end of that present lifespan, no rebirth, so no more becoming.
Như ông bà vừa giảng thì cái chỗ con hiểu có nghĩa là dù nhân là vô minh đã được tận diệt như ở bậc A-la-hán, thì cái duyên cho các pháp sinh lên và duyệt đi thì vẫn là do vô minh, do cái sự trợ duyên của vô minh mà tiếp nối cái sự sinh diệt cho đến khi tâm tử của A-la-hán. Chỉ chỗ con hiểu như vậy có đúng không ạ?
Tức là do cái nhân vô minh trong quá khứ, tức là vô minh thì làm duyên cho tái sinh. Khi mà nói đến cắt đứt cái vô minh thì là cắt đứt cái duyên cho tái sinh. Thì bởi vì đã tái sinh rồi thì do cái tiếp tục vẫn những cái tâm khác và sắc khác nó vẫn sinh và diệt ạ.
Thì cái sự sinh diệt đấy là trợ bởi vô minh à cô Tâm?
Vâng, bởi vô minh trong quá khứ ạ.
Để cho con hỏi thêm một chút là như Achan vừa giảng là cái là thực mà không được hiểu thì mình học thì cũng chẳng có tác dụng ý nghĩa gì, vì mục đích là để hiểu về những thứ là thực. Thì như con cũng tự nhiên sinh khởi lên một cái, như là Achan thì đang giảng về nhân cho cái sinh khởi, còn con quan tâm đến cái duyên, nó cũng là thực cho các pháp sinh khởi, thì mình được hiểu và nghe thêm để đào sâu cho các cái duyên mà nó sinh khởi các cái pháp là thực á. Chẳng hạn như cái nghe bây giờ thì nó cũng dựa trên rất là nhiều yếu tố, thì nghe thêm về những yếu tố ấy như là quả duyên hay cảnh duyên, đồng sinh duyên, thì với cái học mà suy xét như thế nào thì nó hữu ích cho cái việc mà vun bồi hiểu biết đúng á. Ý con là như vậy ạ.
Yes, Ajahn, you said that if there's no understanding of what is real now, then it's useless. When it comes to understanding the conditions, how is it, how does it apply in the case of understanding the conditions? Like when we talk about seeing now, the conditions for seeing is eye sense and visible object and the karma in the past and so on. So how does it apply?
So is it useless to be arahata?
Maybe I said something that
We have to begin to think about the question and the source of question. Is it useless? You said something useless. So the question is whether is it useless to be arahata, to become arahata?
A sister said that you said that if we don't understand what is real, if we understand only the words, then it's useless. Is what the sister
because
said.
The truth is not the word. It's the truth of what is real right now, from moment of birth up to now, each moment. What is there is so real, but no understanding of it as it is. How come from yesterday to be today? See, no understanding. What was yesterday and what is now? See, how come? Does anyone make it? Or it's the way it is? Or what are there as it are there as not anyone at all? So what about who's the arahata? Is it real or not real? Is it true to be arahata or untrue? So what is meant by arahata? It's not just the idea, but it's about considering the truth which is now appearing and understand the worth of understanding and the danger of ignorance. There is I all day. Everything is just for I. Is it true or not true? But where's the I and how come the I? That's why learn to be true to the truth, Satya Bharami, and understand what is meant by arahata.
And
Yes,
sorry, John. And just to refer what Ajahn is saying to the question, the truth about seeing is not what are the conditions for it or what does it depend on. The truth about seeing at the present moment is directly understanding the characteristic of seeing. That's all. Not why it's there, not how come, not what it does, but just its characteristic. And that's the truth of seeing. We learn the other bits of information because they are all relevant to a general understanding of the way things are. But just because we learn what are the different factors that need to be present in order for seeing to occur, doesn't mean that when there's a moment of understanding of seeing, that those factors are known, because each conditioned reality has its own characteristic and can be known just as it is. So the direct understanding of visible object, for example, is just the understanding of the characteristic of that visible object as the object of seeing, of course. Thank you.
Vậy cho con hỏi tiếp, vậy cái giá trị nhất của hiểu biết là hiểu về các đặc tính của thực tại như là danh và sắc. Thì cái việc học về duyên hay hiểu về duyên thì nó để soi sáng cái gì ạ?
So because as you said, the point is to understand the characteristic of the realities that appear. So what is the significance or the relevance of learning about the conditions? What do they illuminate for us?
They help us to understand that the Dhammas now, the Dhammas arising now, are anatta. Before we studied the Dhamma, we had the idea that I see, I hear, I think. Something that is seen, I can change the way life goes, I can make more metta arise. But by understanding about how these are all conditioned dhammas, not belonging to anyone, each reality arising by different conditions, it's a way to understand no one is there, no thing is there. Impossible for anyone to control what is seen now, what is thought now, what occurs in life from moment to moment, day to day, week to week. So it conditions the letting go of the strong clinging to I, something, and the idea of control or mastery over what occurs in life. Without understanding dhammas as conditioned in various ways, impossible to let go of the idea of someone here, something that is seen, something that is heard, and so on.
And I think that there can be some understanding of conditions, but that understanding can only occur as the understanding of conditioned dhammas deepens. So initially, of course, seeing is just the experiencing of the visible object and so forth. But there are other characteristics of seeing, such as the anicca, dukkha, anatta, and there are the conditions that can apply with regard to seeing, such as what conditions the seeing or what does seeing condition. But these other aspects of understanding obviously are a more advanced level than just the understanding of the characteristic of seeing. So that's why for us there can just be the conceptual discussion of the conditions, but as I understand it, at later stages of understanding, they can be directly known.
And this is why we come back to this moment, because the dhammas now are the conditions and the conditioned dhammas, the paccaya and the paccayupanna. So seeing now, it's a condition for other dhammas. and it's also conditioned by other dhammas. So when we were talking about roots, hetus, that's why Ajahn asked, is there ignorance now? What about attachment now? Can there be panya now? This is the way to understand about what is meant by hetu. If it's just the details in the book that are being learnt, it's not the understanding of the dhammas as conditioned. But when we learn about the various conditions for seeing to arise and how the seeing conditions the cetasikas that arise with it and vice versa and so on, begin to understand a little more about dhammas as conditions and conditioned. So it's now, it's in daily life. So it's by understanding what is here and now a little more, that there is the beginning of understanding more about the nature of different conditions. Otherwise, if we just read the details in the book, it's quickly forgotten if it's not understood as applying to life now.
So it's really just a case, as we say, of understanding what appears. But as understanding is developed further and further, then different aspects of the present moment reality appear to be known, which may include the conditions. But because we know there are conditions that apply to every moment, doesn't mean we should feel we need to directly know those conditions, because such direct understanding can only come about, can only occur at the right stage of insight development. So those conditions don't appear, so they can't be directly known, but seeing or sound or whatever may directly appear and be the object of awareness and understanding, just that.
Con cũng xin nói lại cái chỗ hiểu của con khi ông bà vừa giảng là như vậy thì cái hiện tại là các pháp là thực, như là các cái tâm kinh nghiệm và cái đối tượng được kinh nghiệm, đó là những đối tượng cần nghe và suy xét để hiểu đúng về bản chất của nó. Thì con có hôm qua con có nghe pháp và có một cái ví dụ như thế này, thì con cũng xin đưa vào để cho khi mà một người đang đánh răng, thì khi Achan trao đổi với một vị nước ngoài á, thì khi đó mặc dù là có thể có những cái suy nghĩ, không có suy nghĩ là tôi đang đánh răng, nó có thể suy nghĩ lung tung các việc khác, nhưng cái ý niệm về tôi đang làm cái việc này nó vẫn rất là âm thầm, mà nó vẫn rất là như là có một cái ý niệm về mình rất là rõ ràng, mặc dù cái suy nghĩ là tôi đang đánh răng thì không có. Như vậy nếu không hiểu được những cái thực tại kinh nghiệm và thực tại không kinh nghiệm, thì những cái ý niệm về tôi ở rất là nhiều các mức độ sẽ gần như là thống trị chúng ta. Nên là cần phải hiểu các thực tại. Đấy là cái sau khi con được nghe ông bà giảng thì con có những cái suy nghĩ như vậy ạ.
May I check my understanding after hearing your sharing? The most important is to understand the nama and the objects that appear, or the rupa that don't experience anything that appear. And I'm reminded of one explanation by Achan, that when talking about someone who is cleaning, brushing their teeth, the person may not have the idea that I am brushing my teeth, like not thinking in words, but secretly the idea that I is already there. So if we don't know the nama and the rupa, then there will be constantly the idea of someone or something there.
Unless
Well,
understanding has developed, for sure. Like even now, we're talking about different dhammas, we're talking about different namas, different rupas, different hedus, but still what is seen now is something instantly before there's any wording or idea about a table or a chair. But after seeing, the subtle clinging to I comes in so very quickly, something, someone. So this is why it's not enough just to hear and consider and agree that they're just namas and rupas. There has to be a lot of discussion, a lot of study, reading, listening, whatever, for the understanding to develop firmer and firmer, to understand not just intellectually but directly what appears. And that idea of something, someone, it will keep arising until it's completely eradicated. At the stage of Sotapanna, no more wrong view at all then.
But if something is there secretly, then it's not appearing, so it can't be known. I don't think the Buddha urged us to look for things that aren't apparent. I think his teaching is to understand what does appear, because if there's trying to see whether there's an idea of I, for example, then it's like selecting an object. But there are realities that appear, and if they are the object of awareness and understanding, then that is what's important, because all realities are to be known, or any reality is to be known as it truly is. And the understanding of any reality as being anicca, dukkha, anatta is what accumulates, because in due course, just before enlightenment, first enlightenment, it becomes apparent to the individual that all conditioned dhammas are like that, and that's all there is, just different conditioned dhammas that are anicca, dukkha, anatta. And of course, as I said before, as understanding develops deeper and deeper, then more things become apparent. So perhaps the idea of I does become more apparent. Who knows? But it's not, there's no checklist of things that have to be understood. It's just that there has to be the understanding of any conditioned reality that appears naturally. Thanks. Just add one thing quickly, and that's why we discuss different aspects of the Dhamma here, because it can be a condition for reflecting on things that we wouldn't otherwise reflect on. But we are not discussing subtle Dhammas in order for them to suddenly become the object of awareness and understanding. Thank you.
Cảm ơn ông bà cho những cái lời giảng dạy rất là xác thực và giúp cho chúng con suy xét thêm ạ.
Thanks a lot for your very detailed and precise and subtle explanations that help us to understand better. Thank you. I don't know if Ajahn has any comment to add?
Don't forget, Dhamma now or any time, all Dhammas are so very subtle. We heard a lot about seeing, hardness, sound, hearing, thinking, liking, disliking. Just as we understand them, but it's only at moment of hearing and considering. For example, what is there is a reality in life. What is real. But in a day, is there any moment understanding hardness that it's real? Thinking that it's real, remembering that it's real. But we heard a lot, but not enough to condition moment of beginning to understand the nature of that which is there at that very moment, no matter what it is. At moment of feeling happy feeling, no thought about what we have heard, that it's just real, it's a reality, which is not different from the way it is right now. Different happiness is different from sadness, but is there? What is it? No word, but right understanding is real. Beginning to understand whatever is real in life, even in a day. Is it there or not there? Many days. Is there any moment? Just thinking, remembering, hardness. It's real. It's real. It's real. It's a reality. No word that is a reality, because what is real is a reality. See, that's why we keep on talking about the truth of it. It cannot be anything because it's there in split seconds and gone, never arrives again. Learn to understand life, no matter what is there, just in a moment, in split seconds, moment, see, and it's gone. But it's there, something after that, again and again, from moment to moment in life. When will it be moment of understanding? It's real. It's a reality. It's a reality. It's the beginning to let go attachment with ignorance to other thing else in a day, all day. That's why learn to be true to each reality as it is, little by little, that even how much we talk about it, it's not conditioned to understand it directly yet, but learn to understand the truth. What is there is so real, but so short, just in split seconds and gone. So the understanding of the truth of life, condition, less attachment, ignorance, and all kinds of akusala, very, very little by little, not all at once. That's the way it is to be true to the truth today. So many realities, all are realities, but does anyone be the object of thought? It's real. It's just a reality at all. That's why no matter how much we learn about it, it's conditioned unknowingly to condition the moment of thinking about it, not forgetting it, without thought that I would like to attend to this characteristic of reality, not the other characteristic at all. It doesn't matter what moment is gone and what is there, depending on conditions, whether it's some moment of not forgetting about the truth of reality, but we just think in word, or just no thought in word, but it's there remembered. It's real. A reality is there. See, little by little. So how long from hearing the words of the enlightened one to develop to the moment of realizing? Eons and eons ago, it doesn't matter at all. Eons and eons more, it doesn't matter at all. From moment to moment, just little by little, to understand the truth that is so very, very precious, to understand the truth of what is there, what life is. Not anyone or anything, just the way Dhamma conditioned to be, on and on, endlessly. And they are different. Little by little, right understanding begin to understand, which is different from a moment of no understanding of what is there at all. No matter seeing or hearing or anger or pride or self or whatever is there, all are dhammas, conditioned dhamma. That's why learn to know what condition what and what is there. Is wholesome or unwholesome reality? What kind of dhamma is it? Whether it's the chief, the chitta, or the cetasikas, that which experience the object, but not as the chief, but it has its own characteristic towards that object. Remembering it, feel it, and so on. That's why learn little by little to forget about the I and something, because we learned about the characteristic of that which appears as what is seen, but it's so very subtle. It's something seen instantly. See how much ignorance is there and attachment is there, taking it for someone or something instantly. See, learn to understand how enormous ignorance and akusla are accumulated each moment, from moment to moment, how long ago, and keep on longer and longer until it's like the flood of ignorance and only a few moments of what is there as understanding and kusla, and then the flood of ignorance flooded away again, and on and on. That's why it is kanti and virya to know the most precious moment of understanding. It can develop even so very little in a day or at a time. It doesn't matter as long as it's that. That can be known. It's real. It's a reality. Hardness is there only when it appears. See, learn to be firm, understanding, little by little, of the truth. It's there. It's real. Only when it's there. See? And in truth, even it's there, it's gone, unknowingly arising and falling away, gone away, pass away, unknowingly. That's the way it is. So understand life as it's not permanent moment of attachment or anger or pleasant moment or memory, no matter what. When there are conditions to arise to understand, it's just a reality. It's real, it's gone. When it's gone, there is less clinging and less ignorance that it's not there as something at all. Not atta, but all dhammas are anatta. That is the way it develops unknowingly, secretly, from this moment on and on. At moment of seeing how subtle it is, it let go. The self tries so hard to sit, to focus, to concentrate, try to understand it, try to let go. All wrong. No understanding of the truth. It's there no matter the idea to go somewhere, to do something. No one at all. See? Learn to be true to the truth. That's why listen again about this and that. What is there in life? Different ones, different situation, different idea of thinking. All are dhammas. Whether it is the very confusing question. See, what is there? See, what is the intention and the word cetana? Whether it's there to make it confused or what for? See, and conditioned by what? Everything can be learned little by little that is so very subtle, because there cannot be only one reality alone, only one at a time. There are other realities as conditions too, arising together, as sahachata, arising together, paccaya. Without that which arises together, that one cannot arise, and so on, little by little. That's why what is seeing, see, it's not the other reality at all. It's only that which arises to see, just arises to see. What does it mean? It experiences the object clearly, and that's the meaning of seeing. Because sometimes they can be thinking about such and such, but not seeing at all, but remembering the characteristic which is seen, to think about it, which seems like that can be the understanding of the differences between different moments of seeing the fake diamond and the real diamond and so on. That's why all come from moment to moment by ignorance until understanding begin to develop from be true to the words of truth about it. Because there's the one who enlightened to the truth and so great compassion, sharing with his understanding with the other. That's why who's the Buddha? Without understanding the teachings of the truth, which is so subtle, how can anyone know who is the Buddha, the enlightened one? From eons and eons and eons, on and on and on, different realities conditioned to arise and fall away, never arise again. It has to be the condition for the next one, not the same one which has gone at all, and so on. That can be considered gradually, little by little. What is there is real, but it's not known as it is. Because of ignorance, it takes what is there, seeing no one there, so I see. And when the snake is there, it sees, and so on. Just the idea, but not the seeing. That's why learn to understand the truth, the hidden truth. No one there at all, only conditioned reality, arising and falling away. As long as there are conditions for what arises, it has to arise. So now it has a reason. That's why Buddha said, understand the truth of that which is there arisen right now. Just understand that which has arisen right now. That is the way to realize the truth. Is it true? The path to understand the truth is right understanding of the truth, not ignorance at all. And now, ignorance of that which is seen for sure. Because as soon as they're seeing, it seems like it sees something. Ignorance is there, see? So very subtle, so deep. For how long? What is seen has been taken for something. For how long? Years and years ago. Even right now, what is seen? A doll, a cat, a bed, a curtain, see? But in truth, it cannot be like with thought at all. It's only that which can be seen, and the word for it is visible object or color or light, red light, blue light, or black light. Is it true? Not anything in it, not anyone in it. So what is seen now on the screen? What is seen? be true to the truth until it is realized little by little, stage by stage. From the first round of Ariya Satya, careful considering, understanding the deep and subtle truth of what is there seen is only that which can be seen, while all other realities, no matter what, cannot be seen. Only one can be seen. And that appears now that it's seen, a reality. To be true to the truth, how long? For right understanding to understand it little by little, letting go of the idea of someone or something there. No tree, only color. No dog, seen, only color. See, is it true? Can it be realized to let go the idea of something, someone, atta, as long time ago, years and years ago, deeply rooted ignorance and attachment. So any moment of no understanding of seeing, it's there, ignorance and attachment. So Buddha taught about the very subtle, very, very mild reality, avijjasava, pavasava, kamasava, tittasava. It's not the word, but it's the truth right now. After seeing, what is there? No understanding of seeing. Akusala, mohamulajita, or lopamulajita. No understanding of the truth. But right understanding can develop from careful considering, hearing about the truth, what is seen. It cannot be anything or anyone. So the idea of something has to be in darkness, not at moment when color or visible object is seen, which is so very, very short, instantly. So in darkness, not moment of seeing, something is seen instantly with ignorance and attachment. Every moment now, see how much ignorance in each life, years and years ago up to now. Right understanding doesn't mind at all. When will it be realized? Because it can be realized by right understanding only. Different degrees, not just only understanding that it can be realized, but not just few words about it or a little understanding of the truth. It has to be developed on and on and on until it attains to the characteristic of the chief of experiencing. Because it's there each moment in life, from life to life, from moment to moment, on and on and on, up to now. It's not realized yet, but there can be the understanding that it's different from other realities which experience the object, not as the chief. So understand more little by little, Chittanupassana Satipatthana, Kayanupassana Satipatthana, Vedananupassana Satipatthana, Dhammanupassana Satipatthana, all about now. How long Buddha taught? Just about now, each moment. What is there so real, but it's so deep. And it's time again now. Swadika, everyone.